And then after the meeting, okay, so how do we do? You did this, you did that, you did this. This was good. I like the way you said this. How do you think you could have said this better? Maybe you could have said this. Do you think, well, I like what you said. Fantastic. Okay, great. What's the next step? We're not going to follow up. We'll wait for 48 hours. And then I'm going to send the email first. They ask for this. Make sure you send that. Send them a box of this. Remember when he talked about his daughter has a birthday coming up? Let's make sure we send that birthday present. Go on the wife's Instagram account and see what she likes and send them that gift. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. We move on. Okay. So that situation you're in, you know how much inventory that is. You're not going to get that in a college degree or an MBA. You go get 200-300 case studies. So that's the guy then, okay? The 25, 22.
Finding someone you respect that you want to go work with and learn from.
Get into the right circle and go work under a killer. By far, accelerate your amount of learning by a decade. It's not even close.
Right.
But if I'm 45 today and I lose everything, I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about it at all because the way the market works is in the following way. It's mathematically impossible for the market to not pay you what you are worth, period. It's mathematically impossible. You can lose it all. The market will say he's going through a bad season, she's going through a bad season. Within a year, 2 years, 3 years, the market's still going to come back and give you that money. Now, if you've made a fatal mistake, if you've made a royal mistake, what does that mean? If you lost your money over the last 20 years because the way people saw who you were for 20 years was a profile of a guy who did this, great. And then all of a sudden you flip and you all of a sudden start doing something dumb that has not been part of who we've known you for 20 years, then yes, the market is not going to pay you the same thing. You just ruin your reputation in the marketplace. And you're going to take a hit and you're going to have to come back and try to rebuild that. Right. You can still do it, but it's going to be a lot of work. But if you lost it because of a business decision, if you lost it because something happened to the market, the money's going to come back up.
Really?
No question about it. People fear that too much. No question about it. If you're still willing to tee it up, or if you're still willing to go out there and, improve yourself. Earlier today I wrote something on my notes. This temptation of falling for a few trap. Like the moment you start thinking you've made it, plateaus around the corner. The moment you fall for the trap of, flattery. Now, flattery is a very dark thing, and it's used in a very eloquent way by your opponents, and you don't even know it.
Can you give me an example?
So, for example, hey, Louis, I got to tell you, man, all these other guys, I know you and Jay are good friends, but dude, Jay's not at your level. You're 10 times better than Jay. You know you're better than Jay, and I think Jay kind of picks some of the stuff that you're doing. Now, you and Jay are friends.
Yeah.
What an move.
Right.
That's flattery.
Yeah,
okay,
interesting.
So I'm pinning you against somebody.
A friend, a peer.
A friend.
Yeah.
So now you're going to walk away and saying, oh, but he's right. And the next time you see Jay and you're talking to him, you kind of like are drugged up and you don't even know it because somebody. So you have to be, and by the way, this happens in marriages, this happens in relationships. Really? People will say things like, well, look, let's face it, Louis, she's lucky she's got a guy like you. Any woman will be lucky to marry a guy like you.
Right.
And then guess what people are telling her? Hey, he's lucky to have a girl like you. Him, he's super lucky to have a girl. You can have any guy you want. This is a form of flattery. And then when you're winning, I don't think they appreciate you enough. I don't think the company, I don't think they appreciate you.
You deserve more, yeah.
You know what? How many times you see these wide receivers, divas, they flip against the team with a quarterback. Your quarterback doesn't throw you the ball.
Yeah.
The team doesn't do this to you, right? So you have to be like this.
Right.